with our line?
Well, I've been with Omega for, I think, 14 years now, which is longer than my marriage. So really, Stephen and I joke that I am married to Omega. That it's been a long and successful marriage. I think that, I started out just doing an ad campaign for them, and it just evolved into, I think they actually kind of coined the phrase ambassadorship with my relationship with them, because it wasn't just being a spokesperson, but it was really being a brand ambassador, and what does that mean? And I think that at the time, Omega was so well known for the Moonwatch and all these other, Seamaster and James Bond, but they didn't really have a face for the women's fashion watches, and I kind of helped bring that to light. And now I'm joined by Nicole Kidman and Zhang Ji, so I mean, it's great. I've been involved with the Constellation for years, and then this new incarnation of the classic Constellation is just a more modern and contemporary look at that watch. So there's, of course, the traditional elements are there, the claws, but they're a little bit heavier, they're thicker. The bracelets are thicker, so it gives it a more contemporary look. There's a little more gold on the dial. So there's, again, you'll recognize it as a Constellation, but it's the new and improved. Oh, I've had so many incredible events with Omega over the years. I think the most exciting one was last year, was going to the Beijing Olympics, and I was able to take my family, and not only were we able to watch Michael Phelps win 2 gold medals, I was able to take them to the Great Wall. And because Omega is such a big part of the Olympics as the official timekeepers, we really had a lot of access and were able to participate in so many great events there. But I've ridden elephants in India. I went to premiere of The Fantastic Mr. Fox, George Clooney's new movie, last night here in London. So there's so many really memorable events. And because Omega is truly an international company, they have a great infrastructure everywhere we go. Well, I think this new campaign is really interesting in that it really, first of all, it brings really all of the ambassadors together, and we're all photographed by the same photographer and in a similar way. And I think the idea started with, in Japan, they had given George Clooney the little thing that the watchmakers look through to, do all the tiny little movement inside the watch. And George, being George, put it in his eye like a pirate and did a funny picture with it. And the photographer just happened to catch this great moment, and it gave the marketing team and the advertising team at Omega the idea that let's do this with all of our ambassadors. So when they came to shoot me, I was like, but George can make a funny face. He's an actor. I'm a model. But still, they have each of us with this this piece. But it's really to highlight that the precision and the quality that goes into making an Omega watch. And last night at the after party, they had them all up on the wall, and it really told a story.